You're in tune to 710 Radio. Rosemary's World of Cannabis is now on the air. If you didn't know, you better ask somebody. Tell you like this here, we got a special guest that came all the way down from the mountains of North Carolina, which done made me cry already, so y'all ain't gonna have to hear me cry on the show. We gonna get these couple announcements out the way. Y'all know how we do it, and then we gonna take a 30-minute break at the 30-minute mark of the hour. So get your dabs, your blades, your blunts, or just better yet, pull you up a chair, call your neighbors, and call your friends, because this is one show you don't want to miss. We'll be right back. Oh, I did that wrong.
Are you feeling like a shadow of yourself? Is your mood on its way down? You could be suffering from low THC, also known as cannabinoid deficiency, caused by 77 years of government interference via prohibition. Do you live in a medical cannabis state or the District of Columbia? Are you over the age of 18 and seeking non-toxic natural health, well-being, and peace of mind? Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. After 10,000 years of recorded human use and 77 years of failed prohibition on the world's most extensively tested plant, the results are in. Cannabis has no known lethal dose and is arguably the safest and most comprehensive therapeutic substance known to man. Cannabis remained in the United States pharmacopoeia until 1941, and cannabinoids are currently patented by the federal government as an anti-inflammatory U.S. patent 6630507. Human brains have cannabinoid receptors. Cannabinoids are lubricants in the human body. Due to prohibition, our bodies have been denied essential lubrication. Imagine never changing or adding to the oil in your car. The use of cannabis for low THC may cause immediate relief, including a general feeling of well-being, chronic smiling or laughing, feelings of euphoria, increased creativity or clarity, a greater appreciation for music and art, the desire to dance, increased feelings of inspiration, compassion or unity, a need for truth and justice, or you may wake feeling more well-rested than usual. It's undetermined to know exactly how many symptoms the use of cannabis may alleviate because of federal prohibition. There were dozens identified in the 1909 Eli Lilly Pharmaceutical Handbook. Currently, over 80% of the population supports the right to use cannabis therapeutically, and 92% of its users have declared significant non-toxic relief. The most common side effects, which are usually mild to moderate and may fade or disappear completely over time, are dry mouth and drowsiness. Other more serious side effects can include growing and repairing brain cells and DNA, or improve vision, may prevent Alzheimer's, dementia, glaucoma, nausea, and suicide, may provide relief from autism, asthma, anorexia, arthritis, AIDS, cancer, Crohn's, depression, epilepsy, fibromyalgia, gout, IBS, insomnia, MS, migraine, pain, Parkinson's, PTSD, and spasticity. Use caution while driving or doing other physical activities until you know how cannabis affects you. May cause paranoia or nervousness, specifically caused by real-life government intervention in your quest for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in the USA. Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. Brought to you as a public service announcement by the People's Plant, a campaign of conscience.
Hi, my name is Ricky Williams.
My name is Evan Britton.
My name is Mark Costelli.
My name is Boo Williams.
My name is Jim McMahon.
My name is Chris Cluey.
My name is Kyle Turley. I played in one of the major North American football leagues.
I have 2 championship rings from that big game we play at the end of the season.
In college, I won a trophy that looks like this.
I was a punter for 8 seasons, and punters are football players too.
I also wrote the name of the commissioner on my headband, and everyone lost their shit.
The men who play American football are subject to a life of injury,
pain,
and disease,
both during and long after their careers are over.
And that's why I smoke pot.
That's why I smoke cannabis.
That's why I smoke weed. That's why I smoked weed when I played.
It has, without a doubt, reduced the amount of pain I live with.
It's my body. I know.
But for some reason, the major North American non-Canadian football league refuses to allow players to use cannabis.
Instead of allowing for safe, natural healing,
the sport pushes players towards addictive narcotic painkillers with serious side effects.
So let's get real, Roger.
Football players should be allowed to use medicinal marijuana
without the stigma of it being a banned substance.
Cannabis isn't a drug.
It is a medicine.
When you're under the influence of marijuana and you choose to get behind the wheel, you know it's wrong. So if you don't listen to your instincts, think about your fellow passengers. Or think about the other people on the road. Even the unexpected ones. And if you don't think about them,
you'll answer to us. Drive baked, get busted.
Now that I've did my public service behalf, hey, I don't have a caller on the air. I have a caller on the couch. Better yet, we have them right there face to face. What's up, Lilli?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Lilli came down from North Carolina and done made me cry already. We ain't gonna even tell y'all about that. That ain't none of y'all business. But for her to make a 3-hour trip down here and not gonna get on the mic, that's not gonna happen, ma'am. No, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Lilli, tell them who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm actually just an artist on my own time, self-proclaimed. I don't, actually have any one particular style. However, my particular vice that I create is based around cannabis and cannabis plants, cannabis botany. Those types of things are very beautiful to me. I appreciate the fact that they can be found in all kinds of colors and forms and textures, so I kind of try to duplicate that through my art.
Well, I'm going to be posting up a picture after the show today on Facebook of what some of the things Lilli can do. She's had me in tears, and I know y'all heard in the past couple of shows, I was called a water bag. I don't care, call me what you will. But I was very touched and moved that somebody would take the time out to come all the way here to Rock Hill and bring me such a beautiful piece. And believe me, that is, if somebody bumps that, they're going to be in trouble. So the grandkids, when the grandkids are coming, that's going to be put up in my room in a closet somewhere, because I don't want that bump, because it is such a beautiful piece of artwork, Lilli.
Thank you.
And I thank you so very much for the gift.
Thank you.
And see, I don't want to start crying again, so let's talk about something else.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for actually inspiring me. I think a lot of times people don't understand that we should actually repay people the best way that we can, just by saying thank you. And from my heart and how I was raised, I might not have anything to give, but I'm going to give you something to let you know that you're just as equally as special to me. And I just wanted you to see that in person.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Lilli. You made me cry not once but twice because of the pictures that you showed me. You and your wonderful husband here. I mean, for him to take the time out as well, sir, I am definitely appreciative, and thank you. Words can, I mean, I'm a woman of a lot of words, but thinking about this all over again is almost about to make me get into tears. But I mean, I don't do this for anything at all. I do it, believe it or not, This is my therapy. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to help others.
Right.
And from what I'm understanding, I'm helping more people than I realize,
That's right.
which is a good feeling within itself.
That's right.
And it keeps me motivated. I mean, it's
Right.
two motivators. It's a positive motivator, and then you got your haters.
Right. Well,
Your haters are your motivators too, believe it or not.
absolutely. And
But when you get people like yourself and it's so many people, Mark, Olaf, just I could name for the next 15 minutes of people that's personally either came by, called me, or whatever, and told me that changes that I made in their life. But when you bring pictures to show me, I mean, wow, no words can make anyone understand how touching feeling that is. Because when I know, just like with Russ and anybody else that does this, we do it because we enjoy it. But for me, it's a therapy. Because with post-traumatic stress disorder, it's not easy to get out in public and talk to people and do everything I do. So this has been a process for me, and I'm enjoying it. To a matter of fact, I'm doing my next show tonight on live at the DOC down at Access 21 with Doc Honeycutt. She gonna get mad when she hear me say that. Doc Honeycutt is bringing me back on the show again, so I guess I'm really popular, which I don't know why. I'm just me. I just I love the plant. I love what the plant has given me my life back.
But you're genuine.
Yeah, well,
and people realize it.
I don't know any other way to be, but be me. And like I said, thank yous are plenty, but when somebody just make, I mean, wow, you've truly made my day, because we've talked off air about some of the things I'm going through personally, and for y'all to do that, y'all don't know that was that there, man. Hey, that definitely brightened up my day to words that I cannot even express.
Well, I think the fact that you can recognize that a person is pushing through their disability in order for the good of the mass general population of people, that speaks volumes.
Yeah, because I think about it for a second, and I've already been warned by several people. You do not get out of surgery post-op posting up on Facebook.
yeah.
I mean, checking on now. I'm supposed to be recovering, but I'm worried about everybody else out there, my show and everything else. So I won't be doing that this time, guys. I'm actually going to take some time off. I got Jay Hill, that is from the Stay Pretty Candid Conversations podcast. He's going to be doing my Wake and Bake show, and I'm telling you, I'm coming back, so don't get used to him, ladies. He is going to be stepping in for me for a few shows whilst I'm in the hospital. So y'all won't be bored or whatever. I don't know what type of music he's going to bring to the atmosphere, but I can guarantee you're going to have a good time. Because I just let Lilli hear some of his 2 shows right there. And she's she's still laughing right now.
You done snatched me out of my professional mode.
I know, but the point of it is this. We keep it real here.
I was trying to be hard.
Yeah, right. Not on this show. You can forget that one. That's why you say you love me, because I keep it real, but you gotta think about it. You heard the 2 shows, you've heard snippets of both shows. So do you think he's gonna be a good fit?
Oh my goodness. Let me tell you something. It's one of those times where you might want to prepare beforehand just in case.
Yes, Lord. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is what I'm gonna say to you about this next show that's coming up. For those listeners that have sensitive ears, you might want to medicate. And if you don't wear a Huggy, you might want to grab an adult diaper.
Yes.
Because it's going to be flowing. Nothing is off the table. Nothing is off limits. And remember, some of these are just jokes. We don't want nobody taking nothing personally. These are just jokes.
Yes.
And it was people having a good time, and I just happened to be in the area observing a lot of things, and I'm going to leave it at that. So you make sure you hear the after... the second show of Jay Hill, which I'm going to be putting up probably Thursday. I'm still praying on it. That's how I still got to finish.
It's like that.
It's one of those shows that, by me being a little older, I got to pray on this one. I seriously do.
Yeah.
Now, it's a good show. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But once again, I'm just giving y'all fair warning.
Know what you came for.
Just know what you came for. Don't be writing me and email me. I don't believe you played that shit. No, I want your ass. I'm just giving you fair warning. So you can't say Miss Green Jeans didn't warn you. You gotta remember, I listen to every and everything. I listen to some stuff that some of y'all won't even touch. And I know this. Because I know a few of y'all were looking at me sideways when I was talking about Rick and Morty this morning. There's a lot of fans. I have a lot of my guests and friends like Rick and Morty like I do.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm excited about Rick and Morty coming back. So watch that shit. Yeah, pick a Rick.
That's right.
I mean, I love Rick and Morty, Yeah, I'm not ashamed of that, And that's what makes people different, because I can relate to the young people, the old people, whatever the case may be. And that's what it's supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about age. It's supposed to be what you enjoy in life. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't be held to, you're an adult now, so you have to watch this serious shit. Right. No, that would drive me nuts. Life is serious in itself. Every now and then you need to escape.
That's right.
But this is the thing that makes me laugh, and I know he's going to get mad when I say it. He said, you got to be super high to watch this. I'm like, sometimes I do be super high when I watch Rick. But I watched it. I wanted to make sure it wasn't the fact that I was high. So what I did is I sustained from, medicating. Mm-hmm. That evening, I was hard as shit to see if it was the fact that I was high.
Right.
I've enjoyed the show even more than I wasn't high. So... That's
great.
Yeah, sometimes you have to do things like that when your spouse makes dumbass comments like that. So that's it. So that's part of my life, my world, and I'm so glad, Lilli. Again, you are a person that of many talents. I've read some of your posts on Facebook, and I love when you come on and you post on speaker.
Oh.
You don't know. I be smiling. I be looking. I be checking. I don't see that little red post. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, Lilli let me down today. I ain't see her.
Yeah. Well, also, of course, being an activist, I'm like you. I might not be able to, convey to a mass audience in front of my eyes, but if somebody's listening and willing to read and link it up, that does my heart good, because it gets your mind flowing. Gets other questions going that lead up to other questions, and they all link.
Yeah, they do. I mean, you get some interesting conversations started. I love when you start posting up. So I won't comment on a lot of stuff, but unless it's something because I have enough controversy in my life.
I understand.
And so I just like to read some of the things and comments that people post, and from time to time I like to pull them into the conversation. And lately, this is something I will talk about. Ladies, we have had too much controversy, way too much on the NC Women for Cannabis. I don't know what the problem is, but I'm going to bring it to the attention and the light today. Ladies, please, work it out among yourselves. Call yourself a meeting, because y'all got something great started. And I'm not pointing any names, fingers, anything else. I'm not happy about what I'm reading. So please, for God's sakes, get a meeting. Go to the hen house. If you have to pull a few feathers, do what you got to do, but get it worked out, okay? We got a lot of work to do, and we don't need to be fighting among one another.
We all have one common thread.
That's it, and it's cannabis. And for anybody else, and we ain't gonna call no names out, that like to, this is also in the North Carolina area, that like to jump on people's posts and post some ridiculous shit. I've read about you too. And this is a male, and you wonder why you're getting booted off of pages? Because you're stupid, dog. You say some ignorant shit on people's pages. Remember, you're not commenting only on their posts. You're commenting on these people's personal pages, and they don't have to let you in. They thought enough of you to let you into their world, so they could have an intelligent conversation. Instead of having an intelligent conversation, you have a combative conversation, and not everybody's in for that. That's why you're no longer on my page. So for that person, they know who they are, and they probably listen to the show. If not, you can go ahead and pass on that message. Cut it out, and you might be invited back, because they put out some good points, but at the same time, they did some of the conversations I've read on other people's posts. That one person goes too far, so knock it off. We got enough negativity in the world, and the last place we want to see it is on our cannabis pages, so
yeah,
knock it off. We're all here. We're supposed to be fighting Big Pharma, not each other.
This is true.
And it's sad that you have to come to that point now. I hadn't said nothing in a while about this, but it's got to be said. I want everybody to get along. We laugh and joke and we have a good time on the show, but at the same time, serious note, we got a lot more fight left with the enemy, and the enemy is not among ourselves.
No, it's not.
It's Big Pharma, the Republicans and Democrats and independents that think they know better than we do. They think they know what the plant does, and they don't. That's what we need to stick to. We need to stick to our guns on our education, reform it, and getting it decriminalized where we can't get it passed. That should be our conversation, not where. And if every now and then somebody does get together to relax a little bit, that's their personal business, and it shouldn't be broadcasted across the page. I'm just an outsider looking in, and maybe that's why I stay in my lane, what I do, and then don't get involved, because I don't have those issues in Minorities for Medical Marijuana. We're about our business, and if they do, we decide to take a break and relax for a minute, nobody never knows but us.
Right. And
that's how it's been, and it's going in. Speaking of that, we're going into our 2nd anniversary this year.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, congrats, Roz. Roz McCarthy has done her thing. They're selling tickets in Eventbrite right now on the page, minorities4medicalmarijuana.org. It's going to be down in Miami. Somebody has to stay back and work. Unfortunately, it's me. I can't go to Miami. It's too close to my surgery time. I would love to be there. But Roz, I'm going to find a way to be there if I have to be there virtually. I'm working on that.
Wow. Great.
I'm going to work something out. So
that's awesome.
I've been talking for a minute, man. Do you realize that?
Hey, we having fun. Time's flying.
Tell me about it. Time is really flying.
Right.
So anything you like to add to any, current things that you see that's out there that could be?
Absolutely. I sure do. If there's anything that I'd like to, since this is a platform for many listeners, or for, to get my thought process out, I'd say please understand that even though you guys may both have a pair of shoes, it doesn't mean that you've been to the same places in those shoes. So sometimes my struggle or my goals may not be the same as yours, but that doesn't mean that I'm right, and that doesn't mean that you're wrong, or vice versa. Just understand that we have to find a common thread in order to both have our goals. And it may not be the fact that we've been to the same places in those shoes, but we both have a pair of shoes. Let's start there. Let's walk together. So, you know, as opposed to trying to prove everybody wrong for what you think their purpose should be or should not be, let's try to figure out how we can go in the same direction and have different angles on how to get there. And that's really all that I have to say, because I think in activism, especially in a suppressed state like North Carolina, you know, people got to understand that we have to come together in order to get this done. It's not about recognition over who was the first to put something in front of somebody to get signed. I mean, we have people in the criminal justice system, you know, who we also should be fighting for. It's not just about the fact that this is an illegal substance, or this is a, quote, drug by their standards with no medicinal benefit. It's not just about that. It's about justice. And it's about justice in all aspects. For people who need it medically, people who have been locked up, for families, you know, just in general. This is a biased law. And when we can just come to the fact that we need to have one main goal, and that's to relieve our communities of this burden, then we're not going to get anywhere. We're not going to have any focus. We're not going to have any common ground. I mean, 'cause you can keep your recognition, because when I go fight, I'm fighting for everybody. I'm not just fighting for your particular group, you know? And I think when we all understand that we don't have to be selfish and make it all about our journey, we can get more done.
I agree with you 110%, and that's why I think I do what I do, and I've been doing it all across the country, because I see a need. I see a need for everybody to come from different parts of the country to help each other, and that's what it's supposed to be about. It's not about this person being in the paper or this person being on the news and like that. And that stuff makes me so sick. You know, if you make the paper, that's fine. If you make the news, fine. But don't be about that. Be about the job at hand. I mean,
and just because you think that there's going to be a finish line doesn't mean that you stop at that finish line.
Ain't
You
never
have
a finish
to
line.
you have to keep going. Just because a law gets signed, we still have to keep that law. We still have to improve that law. It just doesn't stop.
No, look at it. 5 years later, Colorado is still going back and forth.
Right.
I mean, because perfect example where I'm glad we segregated into that. Perfect example, they'd have medical and rec. Their medical program has lost substantially. And that's the things that people don't understand. Florida right now, regulate Florida. Nothing against, nothing going on with that. But this is the thing, this is the reason why I'm trying to get home.
Right.
I'm trying to stop this from happening in Florida,
right,
with them losing the medical program that they have. It's not the best right now, but we don't want to lose that for the patient, because we have a lot of elderly people there that's over the age of 50 that needs this medication. And if they go ahead and make it rec, the medical program suffers. I've seen this in Colorado, so that's why my goal, that's my personal goal, is to see that not to happen.
Right.
And if I'm stuck here in South Carolina and they pass a medical bill, I'll fight for it.
Right.
You know, that's what I do. But at the same time, if they ever 1 second talking about coming wreck, which we know ain't gonna happen in this state, but God forbid if it does, you know, who is ever here if I'm gone needs to stand up and say, wait a minute, what about our medical patients? And that's the question that's not being stated. And that's why I keep doing what I'm doing, to keep it alive for our veterans, to keep it alive for our current soldiers on active duty, to keep it alive for people like you and me. Because I don't have, some of y'all just don't know, some days, you know, I literally had pulled up to that computer or this laptop and literally did not feel like doing the show. But I knew it was a need out there, and I knew it had to be said and had to be done. And after I did the show, I felt so much better afterwards. But I have those days.
Yes.
And what people got to remember, I am a patient just as well as an
That's
advocate.
right. That's right.
And, you know, some days I have good days, some days I don't.
That's right.
But you'll never know.
That's right. And let me tell you something. I'm glad you said that, because that's one thing that I like about my artwork. You can't see my disabilities. When you get that end result, you don't know that it took me from January until last week to create something that's 4x4. You don't know that about me.
Right.
You don't know anything. You don't know that I have like a bad arm twitch, and there's days that I can't even, you know, feed my kids anything. I don't feed my kids, but it used to be that bad. You know, people don't know that, and that is kind of like with what you're saying. This is your therapy, and they don't know what you're going through. I mean, you know, your hair might be all flicked, and they don't know what you're going through.
That's a good thing about, but camera. I'm not happy about that. That's the reason why I decided to do radio. I'm not the prettiest thing in the world to be looking at. I'm sorry.
Wow. So it even I think is like a big challenge, because now it's like a different part of your world that you must. You know,
and I don't know how me and my post-traumatic stress is gonna deal with that at all. I mean, that's just being so real. What is this?
Yeah.
Okay, it had a network error. Oh, it clicked itself. Okay. From time to time, we have different pop-ups that pop up, and I hadn't seen that one pop up before, so it worked itself out. So if you notice for a brief moment you didn't hear the show, don't worry about it. It came back. We were talking so much. Oops. Hey, that's part of doing live, and that's why I think I'll never change doing live. I've had several offers of people wanting me to do it, something like a recorded talk show, and I hate stuff that's staged. I can't stand it, and that's why I've been doing it like this for years. Now I'm about to come up on something that's gonna let me do it the way I want to do it, because this is my baby. Miss Green Jean's been my baby since conception in Denver, and I want to put her down, and I had so many people say no, you can't put her down. So it's like okay, so I got an alter ego I got to work with now. Okay, not a problem. So
Sasha Fierce.
So I enjoy, believe it or not, I enjoy doing the stoner side. I guess you could say that would be more my stoner side when I do the morning wake and bake. That has been a lot of fun for me to be that person that can literally let my hair loose, you know, be that stoner dude, you know, do that and talk about the plant and stuff like that. But when it comes over to the more mature side, the more adult version like we're having right now, that's enjoyable as well. So I guess the yin and yang is starting to work itself out. I didn't see it, but Rick Rainwright, that hosts and does this for me here on 710, seen that side, and he thought it would be a good idea that I would do the talk, just the talk segment of it. And I'm like, I don't know, I ain't that great of a talker. He said, you'll work it out.
Right.
So here we are, going into a year later, and with him doing this talk thing, and I'm starting to really like it.
Yeah, and now it's you.
I just like being behind the scenes, giving out the news and doing what I do. I didn't think I could actually sit on a couch, hold a conversation with people, and people be interested. I really didn't.
That's great, though.
I'm enjoying it as of now. And when I was in Florida, I got the full effect of being on the couch with Chef Tony and Jose when we did that panel discussion there, and that felt really good to know that I'm gonna have my own chair and I'm gonna have people on my couch having that discussion, and he's gonna be one of the guests, him, Chef Tony, and Chef Mike in future episodes that I'm trying to put together back again. I'm hoping we can put it back together in Gainesville. So fellas, I know you're listening. I know at least Jose is listening. Yeah. We're ready for round 2. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm
calling Vice.
And I'm bringing Miss Lilli with me because her and her husband, I want to show what's your name, hon? John. I hate call you hon because I don't want her to get upset.
No. Oh, hon is
okay,
good.
Well, John, you're from Florida.
Correct.
And how did you wind up from Florida to the mountains? We ain't giving out nobody no location. I think I need to know you in the mountains.
When I was 13, my family moved up here because my dad got a job at Duke.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I'm like, I was sitting there trying to put that together. I'm like, how the hell?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's a heck of a difference, you know?
Yeah.
Coming from flatland to mountains.
You want to hear a fun fact?
Yeah.
His dad was, before he retired, or a long time ago, he was one of the first people in North Carolina to care for an AIDS patient.
Oh, wow. That is groundbreaking. Considering when the AIDS epidemic came out.
Isn't that
and
cool?
how, yeah, your dad had a care. Is he still here?
He is, but he's retired.
Okay. Well, he has a very kind heart for him to...
Yes.
Wow.
Bedside on a new patient. You know what I mean? A new disease coming, you know, and they didn't know how to handle it. And he was there bedside.
Wow. That's a compassionate person, because for those who are too young to remember, when the AIDS epidemic first came out, people didn't even want kids going to the same schools, using the same silverware, drinking out the same cup. I mean, it was really, really, really bad. So for him to do that, I applaud him on being that pioneer, because we needed those type of people at that time.
Yeah.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go to a quick commercial break, but we do give everybody a chance to go and find their stash or do what they got to do. We'll be back in about 4 minutes. You're in tune to 710 Radio, Rosemary's World of Cannabis.
When you're under the influence of marijuana and you choose to get behind the wheel, you know it's wrong. So if you don't listen to your instincts, think about your fellow passengers. Or think about the other people on the road. Even the unexpected ones. And if you don't think about them,
You'll answer to us. Drive baked, get busted.
Hi, my name is Ricky Williams.
My name is Evan Britton.
My name is Mark Costelli.
My name is Boo Williams.
My name is Jim McMahon.
My name is Chris Cluey.
My name is Kyle Turley. I play.
Are you feeling like a shadow of yourself? Is your mood on its way down? You could be suffering from low THC, also known as cannabinoid deficiency, caused by 77 years of government interference via prohibition. Do you live in a medical cannabis state or the District of Columbia? Are you over the age of 18 and seeking non-toxic natural health, well-being, and peace of mind? Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. After 10,000 years of recorded human use and 77 years of failed prohibition on the world's most extensively tested plant, the results are in. Cannabis has no known lethal dose and is arguably the safest and most comprehensive therapeutic substance known to man. Cannabis remained in the United States pharmacopoeia until 1941, and cannabinoids are currently patented by the federal government as an anti-inflammatory. U.S. Patent 6630507. Human brains have cannabinoid receptors. Cannabinoids are lubricants in the human body. Due to prohibition, our bodies have been denied essential lubrication. Imagine never changing or adding to the oil in your car. The use of cannabis for low THC may cause immediate relief, including a general feeling of well-being, chronic smiling or laughing, feelings of euphoria, increased creativity or clarity, a greater appreciation for music and art, the desire to dance, increased feelings of inspiration, compassion or unity, a need for truth and justice, or you may wake feeling more well-rested than usual. It's undetermined to know exactly how many symptoms the use of cannabis may alleviate because of federal prohibition. There were dozens identified in the 1909 Eli Lilly Pharmaceutical Handbook. Currently, over 80% of the population supports the right to use cannabis therapeutically, and 92% of its users have declared significant non-toxic relief. The most common side effects, which are usually mild to moderate and may fade or disappear completely over time, are dry mouth and drowsiness. Other more serious side effects can include growing and repairing brain cells and DNA, or improve vision, may prevent Alzheimer's, dementia, glaucoma, nausea, and suicide, may provide relief from autism, asthma, anorexia, arthritis, AIDS, cancer, Crohn's, depression, epilepsy, fibromyalgia, gout, IBS, insomnia, MS, migraine, pain, Parkinson's, PTSD, and spasticity. Use caution while driving or doing other physical activities until you know how cannabis affects you. May cause paranoia or nervousness, specifically caused by real-life government intervention in your quest for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in the USA. Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. Brought to you as a public service announcement by the People's Plant, a campaign of conscience.
Hi, my name is Ricky Williams.
My name is Evan Britton.
My name is Mark Costelli.
My name is Boo Williams.
My name is Jim McMahon.
My name is Chris Cluey.
My name is Kyle Turley. I played in one of the major North American football leagues.
I have 2 championship rings from that big game we play at the end of the season.
In college, I won a trophy that looks like this.
I was a punter for 8 seasons, and punters are football players too.
I also wrote the name of the commissioner on my headband, and everyone lost their shit.
The men who play American football are subject to a life of injury,
pain,
and disease,
both during and long after their careers are over.
And that's why I smoke pot.
That's why I smoke cannabis.
That's why I smoke weed. That's why I smoked weed when I played.
It has, without a doubt, reduced the amount of pain I live with.
It's my body. I know.
But for some reason, the major North American non-Canadian Football League refuses to allow players to use cannabis.
Instead of allowing for safe, natural healing,
the sport pushes players towards addictive narcotic painkillers with serious side effects.
So let's get real, Roger.
Football players should be allowed to use medicinal marijuana
without the stigma of it being a banned substance.
Cannabis isn't a drug.
It is a medicine.
And we're back. We had a couple of technical errors. I was moving from point A to point B, and point C happened. So, hey, that's life. That's live. We back. Welcome to 710 Radio, Rosemary's World of Cannabis. Yes, you were right. We're talking. We're not playing no music, and we're having fun doing it. I have on the couch with me Miss Lilli. Miss Lilli is a fan, artist, and activist. I cannot talk today, man. I tell you. See, when you make up your mind that you're not going to do something, and then you do it, you weren't in the situations like this. So, forgive me. But
you like it live.
I love it live. So that's, hey, at least y'all know the good, the bad, and the ugly. So it is what it is.
That's right.
But we're just sitting on the couch talking about different articles about the cannabis lifestyle. Now, let me ask you this. Did you know there's a lot of vegans in the cannabis?
Yes.
Absolutely. I did not. I found out recently on this recent trip that, you need to ask what people eat before you assume, before you choose a restaurant, that everybody's going to eat the same thing. Right. I did not know we had as many vegans, and it's nothing wrong with being a vegan, don't get me wrong, considering what they're doing to our food and everything with the GMOs and all this other stuff. But I did not know that, and I've tried vegan food. I really like it. Matter of fact, at Harvest to the Good. Remember the chef that they had last year?
I've heard about him.
Oh my God. Make sure you're there.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'm not vegan.
Right.
I'm trying to go vegan. If I had to eat his food every day, I'd be vegan with a big smile on my face.
Oh, wow.
It was just, I don't forget the name of it, but it was so good. I bought three of them.
So he was cooking there?
Yeah.
He made the mushrooms taste like meat, girl.
What? Girl, let's say it like this here. It was so good. Now, I had my friend with me. He's not vegan either. My friend Tim. Tim was with me. He was down there helping me with equipment and stuff that day. And he was like, I hear you talking on that, girl. You just a smacking. Let me try what you got. And I bought one and gave it to him. Girl, those things did not make it out the building. I had to buy one more to carry with me home.
Dog, you smashed.
Girl, I smashed hard. So I'm going to at least bring about $100. Because some kind of way I'm gonna find out this stuff is freezable, because it's healthy. The food was real good. I wish I could think of the name of the people. I'm gonna get the name from Sharon today.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I want to give them a special plug, because the food is that. If you don't do nothing else, come for the food, y'all.
You talking about Sharon from Harvest the Good?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that stuff.
That's right. I read that.
So yeah, that stuff is really good. Those if you went last year, make sure you come back this year, because my boys are back.
Right.
I'm talking about Harvest the Good. For those who hadn't been, you need to come to this next one. The next one's gonna be even better than the first one. I'll be there. I don't know if she's gonna. I think she's gonna have me doing live broadcast this time. I think she's got an MC for this time. I won't be MCing, which is not bother me, but I will be doing live telecast from there on 710. So
all right,
this will be my second year in a row. We couldn't get a signal out last year, so this year we got that problem fixed. So you'll be able to hear the actual event. We want you to come out. That's on the 19th.
Oh yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna make sure I send you plenty of reminders, because I want you to try this food. I want to see, and then I'm gonna have the guys that did the cooking on the show as well. I'm so excited about this on the 19th.
Well, it's interesting though that you actually bring up the idea of people going vegan. Because we've even, I think, actually the research into the scientific properties and the medicinal properties, you start seeing a lot of stuff that you go into one thing and it tells you about like things like pesticides, and then you're like, gosh, and then you learn things about cancer and GMOs, and you're like, gosh. So I think all of that stuff is connected. So I could definitely see how someone who is getting involved into CBD on that side, how they would go into that vegan lifestyle.
Because I guess you could say I was semi-vegan before I got married. I didn't eat a lot of meat in the first place, and I got married, and I just got tired of trying to cook two different meals.
Yeah.
And now, so this is just me and my husband, and he pretty much eats what he wants to eat, and I pretty much eat what I want to eat. So I am seriously looking into going back into that. I don't know if I can do it 100%. I don't know yet. I don't know if my diet's going to allow me to do it.
Yeah.
Or my doctor's going to allow me to do it because I have to talk to him yet.
Right.
But I am going to definitely give it a try because the food is delicious. I mean, tofu don't taste like tofu no more. I know they're using tofu, but whatever they're doing to it is processed, and the other vegetables and everything combined. I had some vegan burgers. Oh my God.
Oh, it was good?
Yes.
Beans, right? It was like beans?
I don't know what they made. I think they made them out of beans or something. If somebody wanted to tell me where to find a good vegan cookbook,
send that recipe in.
Yeah, please send that recipe in. Those vegan burgers was off the chain. I had some vegan burgers. Now I done grilled a few times the portobello mushroom. Now that tastes like a burger.
See, that's what I'm saying.
All you gotta do is put that little olive oil on it.
Yeah.
And sprinkle a little salt on it and put it on that grill. 2 minutes on each side. And you fix it up just like you fix up a burger without the cheese. Now you cannot, unless you're gonna find the vegan cheese. I heard it's out there. Yeah, I've been doing my research. Yeah, it's vegan cheese out there. I'm trying to figure out how you get vegan cheese. So
yeah, you're right.
But they said I haven't seen it yet, but I've been told it is vegan cheese out there. But for our burger, we just gonna say don't add the cheese.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, the lettuce and the onions and the, you know, you fix it just like a burger.
Wait. So that means you'll have you can't have a tomato and cheese sandwich.
Why?
Because you can't put the cheese on it.
No, I said tomato. No cheese.
I know, but see, you can't be country and not have cheese on the tomato and cheese.
I'm sorry. Where does the cheese come from? Come on now. What are you gonna do? Make the cow vegan? Well, he is technically vegan, but you know he's technically vegan. But at the same time, we're not going to get in that controversy because that's a whole another ballgame.
Those are, I guess, different levels people have.
Yeah, it's different levels of vegan, and that's why I'm trying to get the explanation on. So if somebody's out there that really is into veganism without being overboard.
Yeah, my oldest is vegan, and he has his things, but they don't make sense to me, so I can understand.
So it's a lot of confusion in the vegan world. So
like eggs, shrimp. Yeah.
So I don't know. So if anybody would call in, send me an email and to clarify this for both of us, really? I'll be happy. Yes. So clarify that. But that's what I'm wondering. That's my biggest controversy because I love my cheese and I love my eggs. So you trying to tell me I have to leave them too? I don't know. We want to pray on that.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Though there's different. I think the most extreme is just like raw vegetables. I think
I can't do that.
Nah.
I gotta cook some of mine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, blessings to the person who can.
I ain't lying. More power to you.
I'm telling you, strong.
You real strong. Hey, I gotta give you most up.
Okay.
Hey, I have my weak spot, and it's bad enough that you taking me away from them fries and burgers.
Yeah, damn a raw potato. Hell no. I mean, I might be able to do some yams, yam strips.
Yeah, but no. No. And then on top of that, now you talking about with the cookies and everything else, you gotta go. Now I've had some of the. I had one cake that was vegan.
Mm-hmm.
It was excellent.
Okay.
Now I haven't got to that level of baking ability. I'm trying to get there.
Yeah.
And it's a whole nother culture itself. So you got to have like a double pantry that have everything to be a real vegan chef. They have shows now on Food Network that's covering that, but they still ain't covering it to the basics. They need to break that down to people like us as beginning vegans.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they need to have a show. Maybe somebody could come up. I'm giving y'all a show idea. Click. Beginning vegans. I'll be tuning in every day because I want to know, you know, because it's a better lifestyle. Mm-hmm. I mean, considering everything they're doing to our food, and you know, we want to stay here on this earth a lot longer. So, yeah. So, beginning vegan, somebody do that for us, please.
Yeah. And for all y'all listening, please stop eating pork. No, I'm kidding.
Oh. Didn't you see what I was eating earlier? I sure did. That's why I said it. Oh. And I don't do that too often, but it was the quickest thing I could fix because I was hungry. I had did the show and you told me you were coming, so I was going to do a quick clean up.
I'm messing with you.
At least it wasn't the chicken. At least it wasn't the chicken. Yeah, that's a whole nother episode about that chicken. We gonna go to a commercial break. We gonna we got to pull it together behind that. She gonna bust. Yeah, girl, we'll be back, y'all. You in tune to 710 Radio. Rosemary's World Academy.
Hi, my name is Ricky Williams.
My name is Evan Britton.
My name is Mark Costelli.
My name is Boo Williams.
My name is Jim McMahon.
My name is Chris Cluey.
My name is Kyle Turley. I played in one of the major North American football leagues.
I have 2 championship rings from that big game we play at the end of the season.
In college, I won a trophy that looks like this.
I was a punter for 8 seasons, and punters are football players too.
I also wrote the name of the commissioner on my headband, and everyone lost their shit.
The men who play American football are subject to a life of injury,
pain,
and disease,
both during and long after their careers are over.
And that's why I smoke pot.
That's why I smoke cannabis.
That's why I smoke weed. That's why I smoked weed when I played.
It has, without a doubt, reduced the amount of pain I live with.
It's my body. I know.
But for some reason, the major North American non-Canadian football league refuses to allow players to use cannabis.
Instead of allowing for safe natural healing,
the sport pushes players towards addictive narcotic painkillers with serious side effects.
So let's get real, Roger.
Football players should be allowed to use medicinal marijuana
without the stigma of it being a banned substance.
Cannabis isn't a drug.
It is a medicine.
Are you feeling like a shadow of yourself? Is your mood on its way down? You could be suffering from low THC, also known as cannabinoid deficiency, caused by 77 years of government interference via prohibition. Do you live in a medical cannabis state or the District of Columbia? Are you over the age of 18 and seeking non-toxic natural health, well-being, and peace of mind? Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. After 10,000 years of recorded human use and 77 years of failed prohibition on the world's most extensively tested plant, the results are in. Cannabis has no known lethal dose and is arguably the safest and most comprehensive therapeutic substance known to man. Cannabis remained in the United States pharmacopoeia until 1941, and cannabinoids are currently patented by the federal government as an anti-inflammatory. U.S. Patent 6630507. Human brains have cannabinoid receptors. Cannabinoids are lubricants in the human body. Due to prohibition, our bodies have been denied essential lubrication. Imagine never changing or adding to the oil in your car. The use of cannabis for low THC may cause immediate relief, including a general feeling of well-being, chronic smiling or laughing, feelings of euphoria, increased creativity or clarity, a greater appreciation for music and art, the desire to dance, increased feelings of inspiration, compassion or unity, a need for truth and justice, or you may wake feeling more well-rested than usual. It's undetermined to know exactly how many symptoms the use of cannabis may alleviate because of federal prohibition. There were dozens identified in the 1909 Eli Lilly Pharmaceutical Handbook. Currently, over 80% of the population supports the right to use cannabis therapeutically, and 92% of its users have declared significant non-toxic relief. The most common side effects, which are usually mild to moderate and may fade or disappear completely over time, are dry mouth and drowsiness. Other more serious side effects can include growing and repairing brain cells and DNA, or improve vision, may prevent Alzheimer's, dementia, glaucoma, nausea, and suicide, may provide relief from autism, asthma, anorexia, arthritis, AIDS, cancer, Crohn's, depression, epilepsy, fibromyalgia, gout, IBS, insomnia, MS, migraine, pain, Parkinson's, PTSD, and spasticity. Use caution while driving or doing other physical activities until you know how cannabis affects you. May cause paranoia or nervousness, specifically caused by real-life government intervention in your quest for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in the USA. Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. Brought to you as a public service announcement by the People's Plant, a campaign of conscience.
When you're under the influence of marijuana and you choose to get behind the wheel, you know it's wrong. So if you don't listen to your instincts, think about your fellow passengers. Or think about the other people on the road. Even the unexpected ones. And if you don't think about them,
you'll answer to us. Drive baked, get busted.
And you hoping somebody around? Yeah, you on the mic. Yeah, honey, the silliness keeps continuing because we're talking about being, two different versions of two different people, but at the same time, you're trying to keep it together. Yes. Now, like on the Wake and Bake show, y'all expect me to be, the giddy, silly, like stoner type, dude type of individual. Now, on this show, y'all would expect me to be the more refined, relaxed, that what y'all call it, the NRP type of voice like this, talk real. I can't do that shit. I've been on put somebody to sleep. NPR. I can't do the NPR. That's just, no. Can y'all imagine this? Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Rosemary, and I'm with Rosemary's World Cannabis. No, that's not the NRP voice. No. No. If that's what you're tuning in for, you tuning into the wrong show. I like to have fun, but at the same time, I like to keep people educated and knowledge about what's going on in the community for our cannabis connection. And it carries us in many different places. It carries us about food. It carries us about culture. It carries us about, you name it. I mean, cannabis is everywhere now. Matter of fact, I pulled this out just for you. Check this out. USA Today weekend. I picked it up whilst I was in Florida.
All right.
Yeah. So if USA Today, and we was talking about USA Today earlier on the Wake and Bake show, it's talking about the growth of Florida. It's talking about the growth of cannabis completely. And once again, this proves, like me and Lilli was just talking about, you don't have to be touching the plant to be in the community doing what you do.
That's right.
And that's what I like about it. If I'm going to touch the plant, I want to be smoking the plant. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm just going to keep it real. I like medicating. And it's nice when you can enjoy your medicine. It is. And I enjoy my medicine because it keeps me well. It keeps me where I can keep doing what I do. But at the same time, I don't think it's fair that a person like myself that uses the medication can't work in the community.
Exactly.
So that's kind of like a double-edged sword. And that's something I noticed in several places besides Florida, in Colorado and a couple other places. They don't want people that is using the plant to work around the plant. And that's not fair. So this is going to be our, before we put that blunt out for today's segment. How do you feel about Lilli? Okay, say for instance, you moved to Florida, for example. You get a job. They tell you can't use cannabis. Yeah, you got that same response I had. I like, you want me to do what? You want me not to use cannabis? Are you really out your mind? Did you see that prescription card I have?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
No. So that's a law that I seriously think needs to be changed because, some of us do need it. Some of us are not in the shape. I couldn't stand on nobody's job for 8 hours a day. Ain't no sense in me lying because I'm finna have my second knee replacement. So,
but you know what? That's healthcare discrimination because why is it that I can have a prescription for opioids that I can possibly take on the job and you not know it?
Exactly. So, just like the thing with the NRA with the gun policy, currently if you have a whole prescription for cannabis in certain, excuse me, in most states, you cannot own a gun.
And that's another thing.
So, your Second Amendment. Now, you want to talk about Second Amendment rights being stomped on? Hello.
Right. But if I have opioids, I can have a gun, right?
Yeah. So I'd rather know somebody that's on cannabis and give them a weapon and tell them to keep their weapon than somebody on opioids.
Right.
Any day.
So if I have an alcohol problem, that's okay, right?
Yep.
Oh.
You still can keep your weapon.
Huh.
So that's just something, I wanted to bring up at the last part of the show because I always like to give them something to think about, And that's two things that you really need to think about, before you sign that card to get your medical marijuana card. I don't care what state you're in. They're trying to make it to the point that you do not have rights to own your firearms, the right to bear arms. So
they want you to choose medication or protection.
That's right. Which I'm giving them the middle finger.
Right.
Because I don't personally own any weapons, but if I did, I'm gonna own them, and I'm still gonna be using my cannabis because you can't tell me I can't own a weapon. That's against my Second Amendment rights.
Right, because what you're saying is you can medicate and have your gun, but you can't medicate and have your gun.
So how is that logical? It's not.
Nah. Especially when your medication kills people.
Only way our medication kills people if they get caught in possession in the wrong state.
Okay.
That's how you get murdered by cannabis. Either one of 3 ways. You actually rob a dope dealer for his cannabis and he kill you. Mess around, come around the police and you look like me, you're automatic death sentence. Or C, about a ton probably kill a person if it fell on.
If you get that far.
Yeah. Them are the only 3 ways that I know that cannabis can kill you.
Right.
All the other is BS. So that's the last part of that blunt. We gonna put that bad boy out. So Lilli, tell me, did you have fun today?
Oh man. I was not expecting this. I'm glad I signed up on the spot.
I'm glad you stopped in and enjoying our beautiful city, football city here of Rock Hill, South Carolina. You know I have an open mic policy. Anytime you want to jump on the mic, you just let me know, and I'll make the arrangements for you. Because I'm going to tell you like this here. Like you said, this is not the end. This is the beginning. Even if North and South Carolina, I'm going to bring this point up real quick. Even if North and South Carolina pass medical marijuana, they're saying if we don't get it passed this year in South Carolina, that it'll definitely fly next year. Think about how long that program's going to start. I feel that North Carolina's going to get theirs first. Who you think is going to be the winner?
Honestly, I think that the route that I want to take between North Carolina and SLED. Don't get me started on that one. I think I'm leaning towards North Carolina.
I am too, to be honest with you. Even though I currently live here in South Carolina, the reason why both of us are saying North Carolina, if you look at the North Carolina policies on hemp alone,
right?
Hemp alone gives you a better idea. I feel whatever policy that they get crafted this time to go across the legislation is gonna fly, because you're already growing hemp in North Carolina. Anybody that wants and desires can grow hemp can.
Right.
So that's what is my argument too. Here in South Carolina, you're being restricted. You have to have so many acres of land. You have to have so much money. Blase, blase, blase. But most people that live in South Carolina know they greedy as hell anyway. So enough on that.
But the pressure's moving up. You got Florida. And then some stuff happening in Georgia. I mean,
Georgia election, that's a wrap. When Georgia gets when their governor is elected, it's gonna be signed into office.
So it's only tightening up the squeeze here. You got Virginia. It's tightening up.
Yeah, Virginia. West Virginia passed. Illinois passed. I mean, so North and South Carolina, you have some thinking to do. Are you gonna be part of the pack, or are you gonna get left behind? You gonna listen to the dinosaurs of the past, or you gonna listen to the positive people of the present? You have people walking around you each and every day that is living, breathing proof that cannabis works. That cannabis is not a drug; it is a medicine. So it's your choice.
Here you go.
It's your choice. So that's about our time for today, because it's about that time for us to wrap up. Lily, if anybody want to get in contact with you, how would they get in contact with you?
They don't. I'm so underground. It's ridiculous.
So let's say it like this. If you want to see what Lily's art is like, just get in contact with me. I'll get in contact with Lily, and we'll go from there. How about that? That's just a part of the show. I have to ask that question.
There you go. Yeah, y'all don't know me.
Cut. I'm going to a quick commercial. Go to the 710 radio. We'll be back.
Are you feeling like a shadow of yourself? Is your mood on its way down? You could be suffering from low THC, also known as cannabinoid deficiency, caused by 77 years of government interference via prohibition. Do you live in a medical cannabis state or the District of Columbia? Are you over the age of 18 and seeking non-toxic natural health, well-being, and peace of mind? Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. After 10,000 years of recorded human use and 77 years of failed prohibition on the world's most extensively tested plant, the results are in. Cannabis has no known lethal dose and is arguably the safest and most comprehensive therapeutic substance known to man. Cannabis remained in the United States pharmacopoeia until 1941, and cannabinoids are currently patented by the federal government as an anti-inflammatory. U.S. Patent 6630507. Human brains have cannabinoid receptors. Cannabinoids are lubricants in the human body. Due to prohibition, our bodies have been denied essential lubrication. Imagine never changing or adding to the oil in your car. The use of cannabis for low THC may cause immediate relief, including a general feeling of well-being, chronic smiling or laughing, feelings of euphoria, increased creativity or clarity, a greater appreciation for music and art, the desire to dance, increased feelings of inspiration, compassion or unity, a need for truth and justice, or you may wake feeling more well-rested than usual. It's undetermined to know exactly how many symptoms the use of cannabis may alleviate because of federal prohibition. There were dozens identified in the 1909 Eli Lilly Pharmaceutical Handbook. Currently, over 80% of the population supports the right to use cannabis therapeutically, and 92% of its users have declared significant non-toxic relief. The most common side effects, which are usually mild to moderate and may fade or disappear completely over time, are dry mouth and drowsiness. Other more serious side effects can include growing and repairing brain cells and DNA, or improve vision, may prevent Alzheimer's, dementia, dementia, glaucoma, nausea, and suicide. May provide relief from autism, asthma, anorexia, arthritis, AIDS, cancer, Crohn's, depression, epilepsy, fibromyalgia, gout, IBS, insomnia, MS, migraine, pain, Parkinson's, PTSD, and spasticity. Use caution while driving or doing other physical activities until you know how cannabis affects you. May cause paranoia or nervousness specifically caused by real-life government intervention in your quest for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in the USA. Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. Brought to you as a public service announcement by the People's Plant, a campaign of conscience.
And we're back into the 710 radio. As you find out on Rosemary's World of Cannabis, we keep it real. We have a good time and everything else. But like I said, if you want more information about Lilli and her art, please contact me on 710 radio, or you can contact me on Twitter at Miss Green Jeans 1 on Twitter. You can also contact me on Facebook at Miss Green Jeans, or better yet, hit my Facebook page personally, Rosemary James Wallace. That is the show for today. I hope y'all have a blessed day, because I know I'm going to get off the air and I'm going to be cracking up with Lilli. So y'all have a good one. And like I say, thank you very much, Rick, for letting me do what I do Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. From the Rocky Mountain tops to Denver, Colorado, all the way down to Football City, South Carolina, which is better known as Rock Hill. You've been entertained, educated, and I know damn well you've been laughing your ass off. If you haven't, we have. Thanks you for tuning in, and we'll do this again on Thursday. Be blessed now. Bye now.
Thanks, Rick.